Welcome back to Alchemy Doctress. So, I just got done working out and this message came to me um because my trainer, he likes to record me at like the sets of the things that are like difficult. And so I was just like, of course you're going to record me in the fourth set. Like why we can't do this in the beginning when I got all my strength and my energy, right? Um, but there's a message in that, and there's a message for the collective because guess what? I still did it. I may have been, because it was some squats with weights, and it was the heaviest I've ever had to do it before. But I still did it, and I don't know if it's a sense of like performing for the camera or whatever the case is, because I also was able to hold a minute long plank, 111, and in that the message, we have to get over our fear of being seen. Um, a lot of us, especially if you're a millennial or somewhere around that, or if you were raised by a millennial with a millennial during millennial time, okay, millennial. Um, but within our generation, perfection was emphasized with everything. Everything that we saw in society was perfect. There were no blemishes. It was the perfect size, the perfect color, the perfect weight, the perfect wife, the perfect husband, the perfect children, the perfect school, the perfect student. We were always having this thing like drilled down to us on what was perfect. Okay. But it was also our generation who made the websites such as YouTube popular. And as YouTube celebrates its 20th anniversary, I remember when I was graduating high school and YouTube was still just a baby at that time. It had just came out. And I remember my friend wanted to just upload and put stuff up, but I was just like, whoa. Now we later on did that summer because something real big called the twerk team was real big at that time. So we made a twerk team video. Child, I got a twerk team video out here on the internet somewhere, child. Okay. But um platforms such as YouTube made it possible for people, everyday people, to be seen and to see the everyday life and not the life that is just televised and curated. All of the personalities that are in mainstream media are curated, even down to your local news woman and man. They're all curated to be that. They're an avatar, literally. So platforms such as YouTube made it possible for people to just create their own space. And so when we think about, crediting people such as Soldier Boy, for example, Soldier Boy got popular through YouTube. He made YouTube what it is. Okay. Soldier Boy off in that, oh, watch me crank and watch me roll, watch me crank that super and that Superman that, oh, and watch me you. That was my time. I grew up during that time. And he showed what it meant to be self-made by being you. Somewhere down the line, people on YouTube have brought that perfectionism here as well as we have in mainstream. But what we need to understand is that there are still people who are successful by being themselves. They're not curated, they're not the perfect aesthetic. They're not afraid to show a booger. They're not afraid to show that they house ain't perfectly clean. Like there's people who want to see real life too. The reality is a lot of people like seeing the perfect stuff because they want to escape their life. And it's something to look forward to, something to look to, right? Then you also have people who like seeing everyday people like them. There's a niche for everything, and your niche is you. Those people who have the perfect aesthetic homes and all that jazz, and that's them. That's how they were raised. That's their natural aesthetic. That's them. And it works for them. Who are you? Who are you when no one's watching? Are you comfortable with that? Would you be comfortable if your darkest secret came out? How would you handle that? Right? And the fear of being seen, overcoming it first starts with you overcoming your personal fear of seeing yourself, your personal fear of seeing your authentic self. Who are you when the masks are gone, when no one is watching? Who are you with all the quirkiness or the imperfections? Who are you? Because that's why I have a lot of people have a hard time showing themselves because they have a hard time accepting themselves. They have a hard time accepting their flaws, the things that make them not perfect. But guess what? What the fuck is really perfect? What is perfect? Because perfect is different everywhere. Ask 5 different people what is the perfect partner, and you will get 5 different perfect partners. The fear of being seen originates from the fear of when we're not able to see ourselves, when we don't like looking at ourselves, the imperfections of ourselves, the parts of ourselves that we try to hide or we try to run from or we wish weren't true. The experiences that we live through, the things that we've done that we may wish that we never done, whatever the case is, we got to get past that. We got to accept it. It's a part of us. No one can bring anything up to me about my life that I won't admit and be like, okay. And I done did some things, but I'm not going to hide behind it either. Now, am I just out here publicizing and saying everything that I done did every day? No. But one thing I'm not going to do is run from the truth of who I am and the truth of the experiences I've lived. Because the truth of the experiences that I've lived is what has made me into who I am today. And I'm thankful I've gotten all my karma for the bad shit that I've done. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten all my karma. But this energy is, we can't be afraid to look at ourselves because guess what? You got people looking at you. And when you start putting yourself out there, they're going to be looking at you even more. Even if you're not on social media, they looking at you. Your neighbors, they see how you keep your yard up. They see how your kids look when they leave out the house to go to school. Okay. People see you. Let me make sure this phone not overheating. People see you. They see you. You can't run. As much as we may we can't run. What's gonna be is gonna be. And getting over that fear of being seen is exactly, for a lot of you all, that final piece. And this is why, we have such a big thing going on now where people talk about my and all of that, because it kind of feeds into that fear of being seen, right? With the aspect of, well, why are you watching me? You're not saying anything. Is something wrong? Why are you not reacting? Why are you not giving any type of feedback to this? But Spirit is saying, get comfortable with being seen. Okay? Get comfortable with being seen. You're going to be seen by everybody. And guess what? You can't care what their reaction is going to be. You can't care if they agree with you. You can't care if they disagree with you. You can't care if they want to nominate you for something 1111. You can't care, because the only opinion that matters, the only opinion that matters is yours. It's yours. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about being seen? Do you like you? Okay. Do you like you? I was supposed to been going to this video to make sure that the sound is on. I got distracted, child. Because that's what Spirit wants you to ask this season. Mm-hmm. Because you're gonna have to be okay with. Because that's what Spirit wants you to ask. Because you're gonna have to be okay with being seen and not knowing if you're noticed. With being seen and not always receiving recognition of being seen. As long as you like what you're showing, that's all that matters. And that's what's been helping me, for example, even with my Instagram, because you all know I got rid of my old Instagram. And the reality is, it's more so of my old Instagram no longer aligned with my frequency anymore. And it was too much to go through to be shifting, because I would be removing follower. I didn't want to have to do none of that. And I'm the queen of starting over. I don't care how many thousands of people I will start over. Started over at zero. But this time I said, I want to have a private page. I don't care about reaching this big algorithm when it comes to what I'm sharing on this page. I don't I'm sharing this because this is progress that I want to be able to go back to and see. And anyone who wants to follow that journey and watch it too, they're welcome to come along. They just can't be on the fake page. Right? I like what I'm posting. And by me making it private, it makes it more of like a community of people who actually want to be there. You get what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying everyone needs to make their pages private and all that, but I'm saying for me, and when it comes to being seen in that manner, that's intimate for me. So that's why I don't even post my hoop videos and stuff on my other channel anymore. I only post it on my Instagram page. And I've been loving it. It's a small community, but the support has been beautiful. And like I said, I only have that page for hoop, aerial, and working out. My whole algorithm. That's my algorithm. We have to control how we view things and see things. But then when it comes to how we are seen and what we see, we got to be okay with all of that and know that we're in control of that too. We're in control of that too. But this video is longer than what it was supposed to be. I need to get in this house, finish getting work done. We have the class later on today for healing the mother line. So definitely get enrolled in that class if you are not already enrolled or in the Butterfly Effect School of Transformation. Baby, you will be happy that you enrolled, okay? But yeah, I'll have all the links to everything down below of what I've talked about in the pinned comment, as well as my page. And we're going to leave it there. No more being afraid to be seen. Just choose how you're seen and love how you are seen. But this is literally the piece that you needed. I love you all. And as always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what your higher self and your spirit team is calling for you to do. Period. I'd be having to make sure the microphone was still on, baby.